Welcome to the online classes. My name is B. Madhava, working as an assistant professor in the department of EEE. In the previous class, we have already discussed the power system architecture subject. So here in the power system architecture, we have already introduced the basic structure of power system and what are the different types of energy sources regarding to the conventional energy sources, non-conventional energy sources. But now we are entered in our syllabus, that is the first unit, that is conventional power generating systems. What is mean by conventional power generating system? The system is designed for the generation of electric power by using conventional energy sources are called conventional power generating systems. We already had so many of the times the power stations which are there in Vijayawada, that is VTPS, NTPS, Rayalaseema Thermal Power Station, RTPS, like that. We are listening so many of the power stations. They are also called as generating stations. What is mean by generating stations? Means here the place at which bulk amount of electric power is produced is called a generating station. Means here electric power generation is not important thing. The place at which bulk amount of electric power is produced is called generating stations. And now here, based upon the fuel is supplied to the generating station, to convert that fuel energy into electrical energy, again these generating stations are classified. Like first one is thermal power stations. When the fuel is used in the power station is fossil fuel, is like a coal or natural gas. Such a type of a power station is called thermal power station. And now if the fuel is water resource, such a type of power station is called hydroelectric power station. If the fuel is diesel, such power station is called diesel power station. Now finally, if the fuel is used as nuclear element or radioactive element like a fertile material, uranium and thorium, radium, like these type of nuclear materials, such a type of a power station is called nuclear power stations. And now in our syllabus, the first one is thermal power station. In short form, it is called as TPS. TPS stands for thermal power station. What is mean by TPS? How can we design or how can we define first this TPS? Means when the coal combustion of heat energy is converted into electrical energy, such a type of generating station is called thermal power station, simply TPS. A generating station which converts heat energy of coal combustion into electrical energy is known as a thermal power station. So this is the basic layout of thermal power station or block diagram of thermal power station or schematic diagram of thermal power station. If we can observe the various components of thermal power station are involved in this layout. What are those means? First, you will listen the terminology of the components. After, we will explain each and every component, how these are used in thermal power station for the generation of electrical energy. So see here, which is coal storage. after which is coal handling, after which is a boiler. These are called flue gases. This is superheater. This is economizer. This is air preheater. And this is induced draft fan. And this is a chimney. This is a forced draft fan. This is a turbine or steam turbine. And this is alternator. This is exciter. And this is bus bars. And these are isolators. CB means circuit breaker, isolators, transformer. And this is the exhausted steam came from the steam turbine. This is a condenser. This is a cooling tower. This is a condensate extraction pump. Feed water heater. Feed water pump. This is a circulating pump. This is water treatment chamber. And this is a river. This is the source of water supplied to the boiler of thermal power station. River or lake. River banks are lakes, whatever it is. This is ash handling plant. This is the ash storage plant. And now we will discuss what are the systems which are involved in the layout of TPS, thermal power station, for the production of electrical energy. Means here in the thermal power station, the electrical energy is not directly obtained. There are different stages of energy conversions. What are those means? First, the main fuel used in the thermal power station is coal. It is burned with the atmospheric air or some gases. So first, it is burned means the chemical energy of the coal is converted into heat energy. After that, this heat energy is fed to the boiler furnace. Boiler is having water. When the water is heated with the heat energy of coal burning, the steam can be produced. That means heat energy can be converted into steam. After that, this steam energy is fed to the turbine. This turbine can convert the steam energy or heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. After that, this mechanical energy is fed to the alternator. Alternator converts mechanical energy into electric energy. That means here first chemical energy of coal is converted into heat energy. After heat energy of steam is converted into mechanical energy. After mechanical energy from the turbine is converted into electrical energy. That means it is a three-stage conversion system. After completion of two stages, in the final stage, electrical energy is obtained from the alternator. That's why here the TPS can be divided into 6 sections, which are 6 systems. What are those means? First one, coal and ash handling plants. Next, steam generating plants, steam turbine, alternator, feed water, cooling tower, or simply cooling arrangement. These are the 6 systems are involved in the thermal power station for the production of electrical energy or generation of electrical energy. So here individually we will discuss each and every component. The first component is coal and ash handling plants, which is a system. Coal and ash handling first. Coal and ash handling plant is a first system which is designed in the thermal power station. So in that coal and ash handling plant, the first one is coal. What is this coal? Coal is the fuel used in thermal power station for the production of electrical energy. See here, Coal is a fuel which is used in thermal power station for the generation of electrical energy. When this coal is burning with atmospheric air, the chemical energy in the coal is converted into heat energy. In the coal, chemical energy is there in terms of carbon components, so CO2, CO. That chemical energy is converted into heat energy when it is burning with the atmospheric air. When it is burning with the atmospheric air or some other gases. In the thermal power station, we can use the atmospheric air. And next thing is the cold storage. What is the significance of this cold storage? First, it is delivered to the boiler furnace to burn. First, the coal can be stored in the plant, outside or inside the store, inside the plant. So, why? Because of during the coal shortages and there is a transportation. There is a transportation discontinuities. Bunds during bund season, there is no availability of coal. That's why, for the purpose of the protection of coal, and the production of coal means always we can supply coal to the thermal power station, and we can continuously generate electrical energy in the thermal power station. We can store the coal which is sufficient for 80 to 90 days, and which is stored in the coal storage. And this coal can be transported with the help of road system and railway systems by using trucks and trains. That means by the transportation we can deliver the coal from the coal mines to the thermal power station and store it in the thermal power station to avoid coal shortages. So next component is coal handling plants. After coal storage, from the coal storage plant, the coal is delivered to the coal handling plant. In this coal handling plant, the coal is pulverized. What is mean by pulverization? Pulverization means in this coal handling plant, the coal is crushed into small pieces or powdered form. Why? Because of when the coal is in small pieces or in powder form, the coal is completely burned out, and the combustion and the heat energy can be increased. Is more compared to the solid form of coal. When it is crushed into small pieces or powder form, it is completely burned, and the combustion from the coal or heat energy released from the coal is more. That's why the coal is crushed into small pieces. That's why the coal is pulverized in the coal handling plants. Next, ash handling plant. Ash handling plant means when the coal is completely burned in the boiler furnace, ash is produced. If that ash remains placed in that boiler furnace, further coal is not burned out completely. To avoid that problem, the ash produced from the boiler furnace can be removed and delivered to the ash handling plant, and after disposal to the ash storage plants. After this, ash can be used for the preparation of bricks. So this is about ash handling plant. And the next system is steam generating plants. The first ash handling and coal handling plant having coal storage, coal handling plant, ash storage plant for the production of heat energy and ash disposal. And next system is steam generating plant. Here in steam generating plant, the main component is boiler. What is the function of boiler? Here, boiler is a closed vessel. This boiler contains water, and which can take the heat energy produced by the coal combustion. When the heat energy is fed to the boiler, the water in the boiler get heated. And if we can heat it above the boiling point of water, the water can be converted into steam. That's why the boiler is a closed vessel in which water is converted into steam at high temperature and pressure. How the water is converted into steam is the heat energy produced by the coal combustion is fed to the boiler furnace. The steam is produced at high temperature and pressure. And the next component is air preheater. Next component is air preheater. What is the importance of this air preheater? Means from the boiler, not only steam can produce. If we can observe from the boiler, along with the steam, flue gases are also produced. Flue gases means these are the mixture of hot gases. That's why here the flow of flue gases is in this way through superheater, economizer, air preheater. That means air preheater can collect the large amount of heat from the flue gases compared to the economizer and superheater. That means this air preheater gives the temperature to the air came from the atmosphere. Air came from the atmosphere. Here, the air can be forcefully drawn from the atmosphere with the help of forced draught fan and fed to the boiler. That air is fed to the boiler for the combustion of coal. And this air is fed to the boiler through this air preheater. In this journey, the air preheater supplies the temperature to the air. Temperature to the air means some part of heat energy is delivered to the air from this air preheater. That means the button of coal combustion can be reduced. That is the significance of temperature or hot heat taken from the flow gases. The button of coal combustion can be reduced, then thermal efficiency can be increased. That means what is the function of air preheater? Means that air preheater draws heat from the flue gases. Or compared to superheater and economizer, the air preheater draws more amount of heat from the flue gases and given to the air drawn from the atmospheric air. That's why air preheater increases the temperature of atmospheric air supplied for coal burning by deriving heat from flue gases. And how the air can be drawn from atmosphere is by using forced draught fan. You can forcibly draw the air from the atmosphere to fed the boiler because of coal combustion. The next important component is economizer. What is the function of economizer? Through this economizer, the water can be fed to the boiler. And at the same time, flue gases can also flow through this economizer. Then some part of heat can be taken from the flue gases by this economizer. Then, by using the heat in the economizer, the feed water can heat up. That's why economizer is called feed water heater. So if you can observe the layout of thermal power station, the water came from the river or lakes can feed to the boiler in this line diagram. Through this economizer, the feed water can be delivered to the boiler. So in this journey, the economizer can take in the heat from the flue gases and that heat is delivered to the feed water. Then water can be heated. then also the burden on the coal conversion can be reduced. That's why it can also increases thermal efficiency of the system. That's why economizer is called a feed water heater. That means what is the function of economizer? Means the feed water is fed to the economizer before supplying to the boiler. Feed water is fed to the economizer before supplying to the boiler, and this economizer extracts a part of heat from flue gases to increase the feed water temperature. That's why economizer is called a feed water heater. Economizer is called feed water heater. And the next one more important component, very important component is superheater. What is the function of superheater? Means this superheater superheats the feed water. Is it correct? No. Why? Because of the superheater is connected to the boiler. Superheater is connected to the boiler. The output of boiler is steam. The output of boiler is steam. Why? Because of which can takes the heat energy from the coal combustion. Then the water delivers steam when it is heated up above boiling point heat, above boiling point of water, which can produce the steam. That steam is delivered through this superheater and fed to the tank. In this superheater, the steam can superheated. The steam can superheated. That's why it is called superheater. Superheated means the temperature of the steam can be increases at very high level. That's why which is called superheater. See, superheater is a device which superheats the steam. That means it raises the temperature of the steam above the boiling point of the tank. So it raises the temperature means the superheater can increase the overall efficiency of the plant also because of your temperature is more. When temperature is more, then only the steam can be increased. When steam is more, then only the steam turbine can efficient to convert steam into mechanical energy. That's why temperature of steam is very much essential. That's why superheater can raises the temperature of steam. When steam temperature is more, the overall efficiency of the plant can also increase. So, induced draft fan, next component. What is the function of induced draft fan? Which is also called as ID fan, which is also called as ID fan in shortcut. If you can see here, this is induced draft fan. Induced draft fan. Here, the function of induced draft fan is here, which can forcefully send out the flue gases to the atmosphere with the help of chimney. Here, this boiler can deliver flue gases. What are flue gases? Flue gases means which are the mixture of hot gases. Very hot. The temperature of these gases is very more. These flue gases can be flows from boiler to the superheater, economizer, air preheater, and finally this can send out to the atmosphere with the help of chimney, forcefully sent out. That's why the function of induced draft fan is to send out the flue gases or hot gases delivered from the boiler. The induced draft fan can be used. So, ID fan, which can the flue gases from the system out into the atmosphere. Finally, chimney, which is important. if we can see any power station from the outside of the power station, the only component which is visible, that is the chimney. Is it right? Or what is the function of this chimney means? It is a standing structure. It is a stationary structure. This structure is helpful for venting the hot flue gases or smoke from the boiler to the outside atmosphere. That's why the pollutants are all came from the thermal power stations through this chimney. This chimney can send out the flue gases, hot flue gases and smokes from the boiler, developed from the boiler by coal combustion. All these hot gases sent out through this chimney into the atmosphere. So those are the functions of individual draft chimney. And flue gases means mixture of hot gases. So these hot gases are produced from the burning of coal in the thermal power station. That's why the thermal power station gives the pollution from the atmosphere due to these hot gases by burning coal in the thermal power station. And the path of flue gases we are already shown in the layout diagram, from boiler to the superheater through economizer, through air preheater, through individual draft fan, finally went out to the atmosphere from the chimney. And this is the steam generating plant. In the steam generating plant, main equipment is boiler, after superheater, economizer, air preheater, ID fan, FD fan. ID fan is individual draft fan, FD fan is forced draft. Finally, chimney. And the third system is steam turbine, which is very much essential. Here, what is the function of steam turbine? This steam turbine can convert heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. Steam turbine is a steam engine or mechanical machine, a mechanical device, which can convert heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. Heat energy of steam into mechanical energy. This mechanical energy is fed to the alternator. The fourth important component is alternator. This alternator converts mechanical energy of a turbine into electrical energy. This alternator converts mechanical energy of turbine into electrical energy. And this electrical output from the alternator is delivered to the transformer to step up the generating voltage. What is that? It means we are already discussed in the introduction process of power system architecture. So alternator output is delivered to the transformer. This transformer step up the generator voltages. Finally, these are given to the transmission system. These are given to the transmission system. RYB means the final output given to the transmission system through this isolator, circuit breakers, and these are protective equipments. And finally, bus bars. Through this bus bar, this output can be delivered to the transmission system. And this exciter can be used for the excitation of alternator, for the production of stationary field from the stator. Again, from the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, this is very much essential to generate induced EMF. The exciter is like a DC generator or some any batteries. Exciter is which excites the field system for the production of stationary magnetic fields. And these are the main important parts. What is the third one is the steam turbine, and fourth one is the alternator, and fifth one is the feed water. This is very much essential. If there is no water, there is no steam. If there is no steam, there is no conversion of electrical energy with the help of alternator. What is mean by feed water? What is the importance of this feed water? If we can go to the layout diagram. In this layout diagram, see, the water given to the boiler is called feed water. This water can be taken from, generally the source of water to the boiler is from river banks or lakes. And here in thermal power station, the total not only depends upon the river water. The thermal power station or the boiler not only depends upon the river. Their source is rivers or lakes, but total water feed to the boiler is not only depends upon the river. Here, from the turbine, when steam strikes the turbine blades, some of the steam can be lost in the turbine. Lost means the total steam is not converted into electric. Some of the steam can be wasted. That lasted steam is called exhaust steam. The steam is condensate with the help of condenser. After that, which can be cooled with the cooling tower. And finally, this cooled water again feed to the boiler. Again feed to the boiler. That means feed water to the boiler is not only depends upon the river. Some of the water can also depends upon the condensated water from the condenser, which is from the exhaust stream of. That's why feed water means the water feed to the boiler for the production of steam. The feed water can be taken from the river banks or lakes. This is the main source. River banks or lakes are the main source. And another source is condensate water from the condenser is again fed to the boiler through feed water and economizer. These two are called feed water of a boiler. Not only water taken from the river or lake, the water from the condenser, the condensated water from the condenser can also feed to the boiler. This is the main important thing. If there is no water, if we can come up, if we can burn the coal, there is no steam. And next, cooling arrangement. This is also very much essential. This cooling arrangement means this is required for the cooling of exhaust steam from the turbine. We are already said some portion of the steam can be lost there. That lost steam is having high temperature, and to reduce that temperature, we are using cooling arrangement. In the cooling arrangement, we are using two devices, condenser or two components, condenser and cooling towers. What is the function of condenser? Means condenser is a device which can convert exhaust steam of a turbine into water at constant temperature. That is the thing. The steam having high temperature, but condenser converted that exhaust steam into water at constant temperature. The condenser does not convert the steam into zero temperature. The condenser converts the steam into water at constant temperature. After that hot water with constant temperature means that is hot water. That hot water is cooled with the help of cooling towers, and after that cooling water is again fed to the boiler as a feed water through economizer, through this economizer. Those are the functions of cooling arrangements. And these are the various components which are used in thermal power station for the production of electrical energy. Mainly ash and coal and ash handling plant for the production of heat energy by coal combustion. Next system is ash handling plant, steam generating plants for the production of steam. Next, third thing is the steam turbine for the converting steam into mechanical energy. Fourth one is powerhouse. Powerhouse means the main component in the powerhouse means alternator which can convert the mechanical energy produced by the turbine into electrical energy. And in this powerhouse, along with alternator, exciter is required to excite the alternator for the production of stationary magnetic field. And main important, a transformer is required to step up the generating voltage into some other high voltage for the transmission losses purpose. We are already discussing power system architecture introduction process. After the stepped up voltage can be delivered to the transmission system with the help of protective devices like isolators circuit breakers. And finally, through bus bars, we can deliver to the transmission system. And this is the powerhouse, importance of powerhouse. Next, feed water. This is main source of the boiler to produce feed water to produce steam. And finally, cooling arrangement. That means the exhaust stream from the turbine can also recycle to the boiler without wastage. That means which can improve the overall plant efficiency. Why? Because of the wasted steam can be converted into water and again reused. That's why which can increase the overall plant efficiency also. This is about the working of thermal power station, and like this the electrical energy can be generated in the thermal power station. Thank you.